Hello Libra, my friends. Welcome to your reading. We're going to see what your blind spot is this week. What is your blind spot? Don't see it coming. Maybe you do, but maybe there's elements to it you're not expecting. So let's see. What is Libra's blind spot this week? Cards want to come out and then they jump right back in. There, whoa, look at that with this balance. Balance is Libra's blind spot. Balance. Whoa, the community. This is an interesting card. There you go. Balance, right? Like, you should have balance. There's two brunettes and one dirty blonde. I don't know why there's no redhead. That would be balance. So let's find out what this community card is. There might be some sort. Now, I don't know. I always get, because you can kind of say that this is a little bit like the Three of something, because there's three there. Could be the Three of Swords. It could be the Three of Cups, because it's community. Like, usually that's about going out with people that you enjoy being with and having a good time, having fun, celebrations. Three of Wands, maybe. Three of Pentacles, perhaps. Let's see what this leads into. It feels a little bit more complicated to me, like Three of Swords. You know, we have hostilities. I don't know what's going on with your community, Libra. What's going on? What's going on in your community, Libra? Somebody's holding a sword. That might be you, because when I see that hostilities card, it doesn't necessarily mean that things are hostile. Things could be difficult or challenging, but I always see that as the King of Swords. It kind of reminds me of the King of Swords. This community. Let's tell us more about this community. Let's tell Libra more about this community. So the one star, I'm going to put out like a spread, but I wanted something about the community. So we have the star here. Someone is paying attention to someone. There's more than one person paying attention to someone. And if someone's not really paying attention to anyone. That's what I'm getting. Someone's doing their thing. I feel like you're the star here. All these people are looking on at what you're doing. You're doing something that's really, really good for you and good for others. It's attracting a lot of attention. You don't seem to notice that. Like, it's literally, I think you're just doing your thing. Like, you're not doing it to attract attention. You're not doing it to, they're all I don't know, come on, they're kind of flirtatious. That's kind of flirtatious. That's flirtatious, right? Like, come on, that's being a little flirtatious. The one in the red dress with the harp, I think is being a little more nonchalant. It's kind of playing my music, draw you in. But yeah, you're like, I don't know. I'm not too sure about this. I want the truth here. That's what Libra wants. I want the truth. So let's see, yeah. The community with the star. You might even be doing something, or you're going to be doing something, because this is your blind spot. You're going to be doing something that is going to draw attention to you, like positive attention. But it might not be the attention that you want, though. I'm trying to describe like what I get from that community card. I kind of get that, like, constantly throwing yourself at someone, maybe, like constantly, like, just like setting it up, being like, hi. It's just like, it's a little much. Like, put it out there and just see what happens. It's like fishing, right? And you gotta sit and you gotta wait. Oh, casting. But this is almost like jumping into the water and say, hi. It's a little, I don't know. It's kind of funny. So that's why I feel like you're looking away. You're like, oh. I don't know. Let's see what, that is so weird. That is the second time, and is it a week? I think a second time in a week that the cards have split into 4 on their own. Taking on a mind of their own, the cards. The Six of Water. Oh, this is the bellyache card. I call this the bellyache card. Let's see what comes out with it. Maybe it's not a belly. Oh, the Magician. The Seven of Fire. I'm going to do 5 here. The Eight of Air. And the Queen of Air. Ooh, now we have the King and Queen of Swords, kind of, like, right? Because I call this Hostilities card, the King of Swords. And the Queen of Air is like the King of Swords. The Five of Air. The Five of Swords. With this card, I get this person is making themselves almost feel sick with longing. That's what I get from this. She's making herself almost feel sick with longing. Or she feels sick with longing. This person feels sick with longing for something. I feel like you feel kind of you. I'm getting the energy of you along here, that this is you. Longing for something, and in doing that, you're actually manifesting. Now, we have to be careful, right? Because whatever energy we're in when we're manifesting is kind of what our manifestation is going to turn into. Or it's going to be the energy of that. I see. Okay, interesting. Looking at this card, the Seven of Fire, I'm like, what am I getting from that? And then I'm looking at it, I'm waiting, and what really pops into my head is there's no rider on the unicorn, yet there's a saddle. And then this person is up here in the clouds and they're looking down. It's like something that you're longing for is really like it's up here, of course, because you're trying to manifest it. And the unicorn, it almost seems unbelievable, but there it is. Wow, it really is there. But you want to kind of harness it. You want to ride that dream. You want to ride that dream, but you're up in the clouds. You can't move to it. Now, whether this means anything to you or not, I feel like there's something that you want that's outside of what this is. I feel like this, either you don't even know about it, or you are completely disinterested. This community energy. It could just be 1, 2, or 3 people. I want to say like it's 1. How many people have like 3 or 4 people longing for them? But there's like this, because your back is turned, but you are focused on something else here. There's something else that you long for, where you might be getting all this attention. It's not, you know, it's not your cup of tea. It's not what you want. It's not what you're longing for here. It's like you're doing 2 different things here. You're doing your thing, being this star. And in being this star, you are harnessing a really positive energy in that aspect of your life. But then in the other aspect of your life, there's this longing that's almost like an ache, like a belly ache. I feel like this Magician card is coming in as like a little bit, not so much as a warning, but a reminder of how you manifest. Because you've manifested something else in another element of your life that is really, really positive. But this emotional part, this longing here, because it leaves the unicorn without a rider. It leaves you up in the air, unable to reach it. And it's standing there. It's like it's waiting for you. It's waiting for someone. Like it's almost as if the Magician is coming in and saying, hey, it's actually there. Your manifestation is actually there. It's waiting for you. Or perhaps it's just, you know, it's almost like the rotation of the earth. It just has to happen in the right timing, and then there it is. Because the way you're going right now is you've put yourself up into this cloud, in this deep longing, looking down. And the Queen of Air, it's, oh, this just tells me like, you know. You know what is meant for you. You don't need to long for it. It's like it's already here. Let's see what other tarot cards are coming out with this. Look at that. I split it and it got two aces. The Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Right? So what you feel for, what your emotions are that you're longing for is here. It's in the three-dimensional. So don't you be up in the air about it. Don't you be all in your head about it. That's interesting. All right, so the last card I found quite interesting. You got the Three of Wands is sitting here with this bellyache, this longing, this belly aching. And that's kind of right? With the Three of Wands is waiting for the ship to come in. She's waiting for that wave to ride, right? Waiting for that wave to ride. But you don't need to do it in this energy, the bellyache energy, the longing. Because the person in the reflection isn't holding their stomach. They have their hands together here, almost like in prayer or hope or anticipation or thanks in the reflection. So there is a waiting, an anticipation, a longing for the ship to come in, for that wave to ride. Now the Magician is here with the Fool. That's interesting. The Fool is 0 in the Major Arcana and the Magician is 1. What you're manifesting is also manifesting you, basically. The Fool is Aries energy, and Aries is a physical manifester. The Magician is very Gemini energy, which is very mindful manifestation. So there are two elements here. That's the key here. Whatever you're manifesting is also manifesting you, and it's doing it on a physical level. It, he, she, whoever is doing it on a physical level. But you, being an air sign too, your method of manifestation is thinking. Don't think yourself into this longing bellyache, because that's your manifestation power. That's almost harder, isn't it? I know, like I'm an Aries and I like to go and do. I find that easier. Just do it. Just do it and see what happens. Just go for it. Just try it. But then it's the thinking shit that gets, you're like, oh my God, that is the hard part to control. The Seven of Fire with the Ace of Pentacles, like I said. Isn't that funny? Because this is one of the ones that came out in the split that I made note of. And it's here now. It might seem hard to believe, but it actually exists. It's waiting to have a start with you. Whatever this is, it's waiting to start with you. This unicorn, it's going to be presented to you. Just keep your mind balanced here. Keep your mind in belief and trust in it. And the Eight of Air with the Two of Pentacles, because this Eight of Air is being way up in your head, beyond the earthly realm, which is where you're manifesting. You're manifesting in the earthly realm, right? I know sometimes people get really caught up in their whole spiritual experience. But, you know what, Obviously, yeah, it takes some time for that because it's about coming into balance, but to come into balance to have a really fulfilling life experience. You know, you're not having a life experience to have a fulfilling spiritual experience because you've always been spirit, you always will be. But this lifetime is very limited. This is what it is. You're only going to have this body once. Nobody else has a body like what you have right now to do the things, feel the things, think the things. Everything that you have is this experience. It is a very important experience. So if you're trying too hard to experience it in this realm, you're going to miss out on these choices and opportunities in the two-dimensional, on a piece of paper, in the three-dimensional aspect, because that is the goal here, like with the pentacles, the three-dimensional aspect of this. Take your emotions and your passion and your desires and your thinking and you mush that all together, because that's what the magician does. Usually the magician is depicted with all of the different elements of the tarot, the swords, the pentacles, the wands, the cups. Say, you put all those elements together and you can manifest anything. But if you forget one of those elements, if you're too heavy on one of them and not enough on another, you're not really manifesting. You know. And when I said you know with this Queen of Air, look what the Ace of Swords came out. Look at this, like a download. If you don't know now, you're going to know. Something's coming into your brain. Something is about to come into your brain. It might be some sort of a message. And when I say that, it might be some sort of a message. If something's coming into your brain, it's kind of a message. It's either a thought that you've had or a thought that someone else has had and they've made it, they've articulated the thought so that you can hear it or read it or understand it. So let's go into this. I'm getting this again with this Five of Air. Sorry, oh, isn't that interesting? The King of Air is sitting underneath this Five of Air. Lots of thought here, an awful lot of thought. This Five of Air, again, is making me feel like, yeah, you're doing your thing. You're doing something in life, like bang on, really good. And maybe it's nothing to do with your personal life. Maybe it's your work life, or, well, you know, it's hard to say your personal life because you are your own person. So everything you do in your life is personal, right? It is, it really is. So nothing to do with, I don't know, maybe your home life or your love life or romantic life. It's something else. It's creative. It's creative. You're doing it really, really well. But it's almost like take that trust in that experience and put it into this other experience. I didn't look to see what was under here. Oh, the Nine of Pentacles. See? Look. Pentacles. 9. Completion. Abundance. Balance. Independence. Oh, look at, they both have an owl. So what we're talking about, like, you know, don't be so in your head. They both have an owl. She's actually taken the owl, all these thoughts and ideas and intuition, and produced it into something real here with the Pentacles, right? Yeah, that's the ticket. Thirsty, sorry. Let us, I was about to say let us manifest, but I'm going to clarify. Let us all manifest now. Close your eyes. Envision what it is that you truly want. No, I can't. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Someone just told me to do it. Okay. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Shh. I want you to think about what you want to manifest. Don't think about a specific person. I don't want to tell you what to do. Do whatever you want. Just think about something. The best way to manifest is to imagine it on a grander scale. Like if it's a person, try to make that grander and try to imagine the life that you would like to have with someone who doesn't have a face. Because then you're allowing the universe to bring into you what is really that experience, right? Or if it's a job, it's the same idea. Don't imagine it as that building, it's that. Because it could be something better for you, but you're limiting that manifestation. So close your eyes. Really think about it and envision it in your thought. And then I'm going to be quiet and I'm going to let the singing bowl go. And it's going to clear out all the energy. And the only thing that's going to be left is a positive affirmation in your mind that you're creating, the positive vision that you're creating about your manifestation. All right, here we go. There. Did that help? I hope it did. There must have been a reason I said, let's manifest, right? Okay. Never tried that before, but it just came to me like, alright. So let me know, maybe we just came up with a new technique for manifestation. I like that. Alright. What am I clarifying? See, I'm all clear now. It's like, I don't know. That's it. That's all you needed to do, really. I don't know. Do we need to clarify anything? It just feels like that's what you needed to do. Do it again. You can go on, if you don't have a singing bowl. I have a video of a singing bowl. I did it a while ago. You'll find it somewhere in there in my videos. You can use it. There's other videos too that where the guy has like just massive singing bowls and tiny ones, and he has the whole range. Just listening to them, I feel like it just clears like from tips of your toes to the top of your head. Yeah, it feels like for some reason that's kind of your message. To manifest this, to clear your mind. To clear it out of everything except what you want in the form of the universe providing it to you in its ultimate capacity. You know, not just limit it the way you think you want it. I'm actually going to leave it there. I want to leave it there. I don't want to complicate anything after that. I feel like, and look, the Lovers is at the bottom, so there you go. Like you're making a choice. The universe has heard what your choice is. It doesn't have to be about lovers, because lovers in the oldest sense of the tarot is about having a choice, making a choice. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. I've never done that in a reading before, but it just kind of feels like, you know, I've already explained a lot in the cards. We did our little manifestation technique. And you can come back to the video and kind of go into that spot too. I should try to remember. I'm going to try to remember to timestamp that. So if you ever want to come back and just go right to that little manifestation practice and see how that works. Maybe we created a new way of manifesting. I like that. All right. There you go, Libra. That was different and unexpected. That was certainly a blind spot. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.